Hey, y'all. How it goes? It's Levi Member Solutions. On over here with Zone Smart. Hey, buddy. We got a kitty over there. I'd like to remind everyone that if you want to donate toward the kitty, go to the GoFundMe right now and just let me know, hey, you donated or whatever. We're going to give him a can of food here in a little bit either way. But today's food is Tasty Treasures with liver and chicken. And it's extra bits of food, just to be clear. Hey, AJ, how you doing? I love Dr. Coconut. But feel like reference that I'm missing. Philip, hey, how's it? Don't have money to donate, but should be get the first paycheck by the end of the month. Thank you. Take care of yourselves first, always. There's been a healthy stream of donations. We have until the 17th before the thing even starts. Bring you over. Look at it. Bye. See, he's drooling again. So we're going to get him in to the vet, get him looked at, checked on. But he's been cleaned. Visit is set. He does not have rabies. We know that. But he's still going to get all updated on his shots and everything and get taken care of. Because I have to wash dishes. But he's over there. So if you donate, thank you. Every bit helps. Because there's a good chance that he's going to have dental surgery, and that's always expensive. And when I was given the cost the other day, I kept jumping around on prices, and that's because we've had to do some surgeries for our kitties. I went to the pool, so we'll be back. Preview a TCG Shop Simulator on Xbox. About 4 pizzas for $30 and have been eating the last. Hey, nowadays with the cost of food, you got to do what you got to do, man. Thanks to all of you guys, I've been blessed enough to not have to. I still have to be leery about the food, and everyone in the house has different dietary needs and restrictions and stuff. So that part gets a little difficult sometimes. But we're not gonna starve to death. We might not be happy with the food that we eat, but we're not gonna starve to death. I got a deep freezer that could be fuller. It was fuller at when we first moved in than it is now. But there's more than enough food in it, to be honest. I've got a freezer here that has food in it. I have a fridge that's mostly empty. I don't want to show that because I get depressed. But it's not horrible. But this bottom shelf is way emptier than it looks. This is technically empty. This is mostly empty. This, it looks full. It's not. There's nothing behind those things that are up front. This is the fullest shelf. And that's just the hodgepodge shelf. So you can't even count half of it. Look at this. There's 5 things I think I need to throw away on that shelf. So, needless to say, I ordered some groceries today. They'll be here in 30 minutes to an hour. You can't stay. Hold on, Slayer. Sorry, you can't stay. I'd be tempted to talk about the videos. Husband is plain is to justify a lot of the current political situation we have going on. Slayer, just go ahead and stay. No, stay. Here's what I'm going to say about what's going on. We can have light conversations. I do know what I'm going to do for being a lot, because I've mentioned before, we want to talk politics. We want to talk about our life and what's going on because it helps to vent. Slayer, stay. For everyone in the chat, if Slayer talks politics, all I'm asking for you guys to be is civil. I may not do much more than do some commentary here and there on it because we're only live on the Villain Sport channels. But here soon, I will be getting other stuff set up. I just don't have the money to put towards the Streamlabs, and I'm going to go with Streamlabs. So here's how things are going to go. We're going to have StreamYard is how I'm going to stream to the main channels, the Villain Sport channels, right? Because I can set things up. We can stream here to the villain support, and I can click mute when we start having. Yes, Slayer, This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's been a hard time for a lot of people who've not been able to have their freedom of being able to talk on things. Have a hard time not talking about things as I hear them, and he has the volume so high. Yes, Slayer, go ahead and chat a little bit about it. Irving, what if Kevin McAllister teamed up with MacGyver? I've done a video about Kevin McAllister summoning on MacGyver. I want to remake that video. I think that one would do really well. And now that I kind of have more information, it'd be really nice to do that. There are my biscuits. There they are. Biscuits. Leftover sausages. We're going to make biscuits and gravy. Now, it's honestly not going to take too terribly long to make biscuits and gravy. What do I think? 350. Different biscuits call for different temperatures sometimes. So, world is messed up. Sadly, I have my thoughts on it, but it's mainly just depressing. The world is where it's at. It is. What nicknames would the villains given? Irving, that is a very good question. Again, for everyone here, if you want to support. Oh, his food fell, so now he's chowing down there. Everyone deserves a safe place to vent. AJ, I 100% agree with that, which is why, even though it's going to cost me a bit of money to get things set up, because in order to do multi-streaming, I have to pay. But I'm looking into what deals I can do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Streamlabs and StreamYard combo. And so I can swap between them as needed. I need to look up the logistics of streaming from my phone for both. But what might happen is I might just set up my laptop in here, get an external buy an external camera, and StreamYard will be on my phone and StreamLab will be on my computer. I don't really know. Well, I've got to look up how hard it's going to be and kind of go from there. I've been getting things set up. It's a slow process, and they will get set up. I've been thinking around with secondary touchscreen for the same reason, all that kind of stuff. When USA calls them biscuits, but I know the etymology, yeah, they're biscuits. Biscuits, you guys are cookies to us. And American biscuits are way different than pretty much anything over there. No, they're not. So scones and biscuits are not. You guys don't have what we have here. You guys, you do not have a recipe that's a 1-to-1. Like because of how the U.S. had shortages and whatnot, and how we created our what we call biscuits, there is not a 1-to-1. The closest would be an unflavored scone. Savory scone, yeah. Careful with my current home situation, so I can't disagree till I'm safe, but I don't believe in the rhetoric my husband does. Yeah. And so that's I'm gonna figure things out. I want to give everyone their space back. I understand Chris's reasoning, 100%. Understand it. And here's how it goes. I have curated my audience over the last year on the live streams. We have a decent audience that filters in. We have about 30, 40 people that filter in and out at a constant pace, which means we have a few hundred people. And sometimes all of them are in the chat throughout it. If you have Twitching Out Prime, by the way, you have them linked, you can link them and support us at a cost of your time. But far as me and Kiddo gaming tonight, no. Kiddo's had a rough day yesterday, and my spoons are already low as it is. If we game, I'm probably not going to game here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. The United States is prone to flavor. I missed 10 minutes. We haven't started eating yet. We're cooking today. We're full on cooking today. What's up, kiddo? Yeah, Raven had came down with something yesterday too. But you still have got to go to school. Raven had to take a mental health day. They're doing better now. But I'm also going to give you guys a list of stuff that we're going to be cooking throughout the week. So, so while I'm waiting, you guys remember that fancy knife, right? Fancy knife? That's what we're going to use that because it's available and it's clean. So, biscuits and gravy. The gravy is going to be sausage gravy. I'm going to use the leftover brats, and I'm going to cut them into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm going to fry them up. The thing about this, though, is the gravy doesn't take more than 5 minutes to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut things up. We're going to set. Well, because the meat's cold, it'll take a little bit longer. Damn it, you're making me hungry. Good, DJ TO. I can't touch the screen because my hands are wet and everything, so I can't pull the comments back down. My dad likes using saved bacon grease. Yep. Thank you for reminding me of that. There you go. I still had a small chunk left of like pure bacon fat. Where'd it go? Veggies. You know, there's tortillas that contain mission carb tortillas are a bit on the expensive side, but the cheaper one that has 14 tortillas in it. Each tortilla has 19 grams of fiber. Now, there's one that has 28, which is your daily intake of fiber that you need. I went with the 14, 19 grams of fiber. Is still better than, hardly anything. Okay, so I can't seem to find. I found it. Art is perfectly okay to use, arguably better for you than most cooking. Yeah, I'm not saying anything negative about art. I don't know. Like, be careful about what you use if you need to be careful, but I'm not gonna say anything negative. Everything is most things, not everything. Most things I would say are like portion. Just be careful about what you're doing, how much you're doing. When I get another phone, will be beneficial is that I can have it hang from here. You guys can watch me cook there. You can watch me cook here. We can have multi-camera. Oh, you know what? That's what I could do. That's what I could do. A very sharp knife. On top of being hard. This is sharp enough to do everything I need it to do, but it will not cut through my fingernail. So that one is still a bit too sharp. Yeah, I just cut myself. What do you need, kiddo?
Sorry, you're talking, I'm distracted. I died.
Okay. So I've got to stop cooking for a moment. We should have some Band-Aids. Levi's, you know where they're at. Go grab them. It's not bad. It's not bad. If anyone doesn't like blood, this is your time to know it. It's very, very, very small, very tiny bit. Yes, that's my GoFundMe for if you guys want to support the kitties, which have had food. They've already had food, but go to there if you want to do the food. Adds flavor. No, we don't need that. What happened to my napkin? Oh, there we go. Kiddo's got a Band-Aid for me so I can cover it up and I can get back to cooking. Thankfully, blood got in here, and even a tiny bit that would not be a huge deal for us. I will say this, if you're cooking in a professional setting, that immediately gets tossed in the trash. You have to wash the knife, you have to wash everything. But I didn't start bleeding until after I pulled everything up. I cut my nail, which is what sucks the most here. So there we go. Try this again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this will be enough after this too. That still leaves 2 whole brats. Somebody wants regular brats. Give me a second to pay attention to what I'm doing, everyone. And then I gotta wash this knife and cutting board as best as I can. Black pudding. Nail cuts suck. That's gonna sting. Well, so it didn't hurt. It's probably gonna hurt more as it grows than it hurting now. I'm not a fan, like, you do not need a knife to be so sharp you can cut your finger through with very little effort. You don't need a knife that sharp for any purposes. It is technically nicer if your knife is sharper because it'll do less damage to you. You also technically don't need it to be that sharp. Washing something real quick, like that. I have a Reese, one of these things that I picked up for like $3 from my local Asian mart. Absolutely love this thing because it's flat. By the way, if you're in the kitchen and you cut yourself, any number of times throughout the year that you would feel like you need to have Band-Aid in the kitchen, do yourself a favor and get your waterproof ones. They make waterproof Band-Aids. Like this one's good enough, it'll do the trick, but they make like special ones that are like gonna be able to handle it a lot better. I have to also wash the lid. This oil here. Now, the heat is on low on my pan. It's a cast iron pan. What we're going to do, we're going to add our sausage now. Equal amounts of fat and flour. You can do butter. You can do, in this case, actual fat. Will make your roux. So what I'm doing here, Levi wanted to ask this, I feed my cats raw meat on occasion. Wife keeps saying that I'll make the cats salmonella or some such that makes sense. No, both of you are kind of right there. So this is really interesting. You should not be feeding your cats unprocessed raw meat. However, cats eat birds, right? So that doesn't make sense, right? Can they not get this thing? So it's a mixture of things. Talk to your vet is the thing I need to say before I say anything else. It is healthier in today's world. Key things here. It is healthier in today's world to cook the meat that you're going to give to your pets specifically. Now, I have outdoor animals that roam outside and are not treated with the same food diet as the ones on the inside. And so I'm less concerned about them catching things, but I still get them all their shots and everything. So take that with a grain of salt, do your research. I personally do not give them raw fish. I do not give them raw chicken unless I know where the chicken came from. And even then, I'm kind of leery about it. I'll flash sear the chicken on average. So it may still be raw on the inside, but like the outside's cooked. It kind of depends on the situation. Talk to your vet. There's so much mixed information on it. The Wicked Witch in the Candy College calling John oversized burger buns because she misunderstood the slang for brats. This went from dinner with Levi to Levi gives cooking lessons. Absolutely. That's like I'm a certified chef. I actually went to school for this stuff. A lot of people, there's people who make homemade cat food and stuff, and they'll tell you, hey, do this, do that, cook this, don't cook that, and like this is perfectly safe for them to have raw. At the end of the day, the chances of your cat catching salmonella from chicken breast that you bought from a grocery store, ground up, and then gave to them in the same day, or cut and gave them the same day, is probably relatively low. Some, like, you can still get it, but it develops more over time than immediately. The reason why you don't do cross contamination is because that stuff will grow very, very fast. But if you give it to them right away, you freeze it and then thaw it out and then give it to them or whatever, that's your prerogative. Most people that I know that make their own homemade cat food, just to be safe, at least par cook the food to kill anything that it might be. And then they portion out, freeze, and then reheat. And by the time they're done reheating, things are fine. Wow, my internet just died. What the hell? Jesus. I'm getting a bunch of notifications about the Walmart. Hey, kiddo, the Walmart delivery is going to be here before we even get done cooking. Let's go. These are going to go in the oven now. Shit. Raven. I have stuff. The Walmart stuff's going to be here any minute. One of these days, I'm going to go live and you guys are just going to help me clean the oven. That's what you guys are going to do. Because I'm going to show it to you. And it's safe to cook food in, but it is like you can't see through it anymore as well. You can't quite, I don't know if you guys can quite see that. I've got staining on there. The back needs to be scrubbed and I need to change out the foil. When I go to change out the foil, the bottom is going to be immaculately clean because the foil, that's I've seen it doing that off and on. Good on that. Yeah, no, internet has been funky for it. I put the lid to this that is going to go back in the fridge in the sink while talking to you. Also, this lid doesn't even technically fit this thing. It's well enough. Yeah. Back in there. All right, we got flour, baking soda, lemon juice, mate. Alcohol if you have any. Don't have alcohol. What's the bacon juice and lemon soda for? Big, what's the bacon juice? By the way, if you have Twitch and you have Prime and you want to support us, if you have Twitch and you have Prime, if you link them, you can support us without costing you a dime. One of the best ways to support us by using your Prime sub. I'm going to be able to turn up the heat on this a little bit. How much time did it take for those? Those are like, what, 15 minutes? Echo, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10-minute timer started.
Echo, did you change your voice again?
No, same old me.
No.
Though I suppose I could sound different depending on your device settings, or if you've been listening to too much Language of the Lost, that might make everything else sound a bit off.
Echo.
Still the same.
Echo, shut up. I don't like it. Does anyone else not like it anymore? You guys can clean the oven. Oh, clean the oven works wonders, yeah. Yeah, I've used a variety of things. Your AA is starting to sound like Scotty. I don't think we need more than that. Anything else will have other stuff too. So here's how we do this. If you're cooking you're gonna use your fat and whatnot in the same thing with your meat. You have a couple different options. You can coat your meat, put it in there, not worry about it. They'll come out the same. But when you're making a roux and you want it to be a full-on roux, move stuff to the side or get a new pan. I'll tell you right now, in culinary arts, if you're working on a flat top, we don't bother with doing anything other than moving shit to the side. The flat top should be clean enough to make roux. Not that big of a deal. Same thing with the pan. Most of them will cook the roux in the pan if everything's going to be combined anyways. There's no rust on that. Oh, wait, no. Person named Rust. Have you tried asking? No. All right, so one of the things I need to do is I need to sift. And I need to sift my flour. Sift your flour. Because I don't like flour weevils. I don't think anybody likes flour weevils. So even if I've sifted it before, I'm going to sift it again. Now, usually, if you just bought your flour, you probably don't have to worry. And there are recipes that call for unsifted bleach white flour and so on and so forth, and that's to make it get really thick. And I got a piece of meat. Damn it. Fuck it. My oil isn't wanting to come back down where it needs to be. Who here can tell me how many different types of roux there are? I don't know why I did that. I had pre-sifted flour and I had more than enough of it. Savage. I'm not seeing somebody tell me how many different types of roux there are. And can you name them? That's looking pretty good. Add a little bit more fat to that. And we're ready to butter. I have a tiny bit of butter left. 4. What are the 4 different types of roux? We have 3. Wife reckons 3. This is Goat. Thank you so much for the super sticker. That's awesome. Flour, weevil, the A protein. Flour roux, yeah. Cornmeal. We're on the wrong track. Equal amounts of fat and flour is the roux I'm talking about. So you have light, medium, dark. You have all the spectrum in between that if you really wanted to. But it's basically just flour. So Levi, I wanted to connect kind of with you because I have repo. Luca, I did see your message. I haven't gone there. Best way to contact you. So I'm not sure when or how we're gonna play again. That best way would be just being in the stream and then finding out if my kid and their friends are okay with random people popping in. That's another thing, is that I play with my kiddo and they bring their friends in, and that's like they have to be okay with it. Different types of fat. Greens, Levi, pleasure to meet you officially. Hey, Marshall, how it goes there? If the answer at stops. It's been a while since I had to do quizzes on anything. I don't make roux a whole lot. My favorite is about the medium to dark. Difference on how much flour. No, so equal amounts of flour. It has to be equal amounts. Like you need to have equal amounts, otherwise you really don't want to. Difference would be no. The difference is how long it cooks. The difference is how long it cooks. So equal amounts of fat and flour remain consistent. So if you want a large amount of roux, which by the way you can make in advance and just keep set to the side and then add to your soups and dishes. Which I need to add milk. Whoops. Should be enough. Okay, thanks. Looking forward to it. What are the rules again for the questions I'm allowed to ask? James, what do you mean? So while I'm not talking about certain topics, I'm allowing them in chat until I get things kind of set up the way they need to be, so we can go back to the open streams that we were. As long as you were civil, though, you pretty much can ask whatever. My morning streams, I don't like doing, talking about a whole lot of the verses. James, yeah, technically speaking, we're not supposed to talk about politics. You are right. In this particular one, we are not. Chris was like, no politics at all. None whatsoever. But if you want to have conversations in the chat, well, I may not be able to talk too much about stuff. That doesn't mean you can't do it. We're trying to talk politics video, otherwise political conversation. Yeah. So that's right there. So you are welcome to ask, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I might periodically say something here and there, but it won't go into depth. So biscuits and gravy. After you've got your biscuits, make your milk gravy. I added roux. I had a healthy amount of garlic to mine. I added sausage beforehand, so we get all that sausage fat and flavor. We added some bacon fat that I had left over to it, so we're going to get a nice baking taste to it. I could add a cheese flavor if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to today. I'm going to add some salt and pepper, as well as garlic powder to mine. I really want garlic to kick out. We're going to add a tiny bit of paprika. Not much. Paprika is being added for a little heat, but also for color. Where is my salt? Salt. Pepper. And I'm going to kick my heat back up. I kept my heat on a low heat during most of this. That way I can walk away from it. You don't have to have low heat whatsoever. Echo, timer off. Now, if your roux that you made and added to everything isn't enough to thicken it up where you want it, you can always just add a little bit of cornstarch. Echo, timer for 5 minutes. You can also just
5-minute timer started.
You can also just add more flour. Since I have that in there. I still have some other fat flavorings in there. We need to have something else besides this, so it's not going to be enough to feed everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... What am I going to do? You know what? That oven's on right now. I got a couple of these patties here. Hey, Raven. Come here, please. You'd be eating up anyway. What happened to the thing that we bought? Oh no, I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Our gravy's going well. I gotta give it a stir before I do, though. I need to wash. Wood hand. All right. That's perfect thickness. So I'm gonna kick that back down to low. So I don't burn things. In fact, I could probably turn the heat off on this entirely. So, perfect thickness for me. I'm going to show you guys here. May not look very appetizing, I get it. That's perfect thickness. We got plenty of meat in there. We got plenty of gravy for the biscuits that we've got. Probably won't have a whole lot of gravy left over. We'll have enough for everyone to eat. I got these to add a little bit more food into the belly. What we'll do Becca, how much time left on my timer?
Your 5-minute timer has 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining.
This will be one of those things if they want it, but you're not having it. So I mentioned I was going to tell you guys the other food I'll be having this week. And we're going to do SOS, which is chipped beef on gravy bread. See if I can get the delivery person to actually pull up over here, pull into the driveway. Thank you. You guys see a porch light going off and on, off and on, off and on after you pull up to somebody? Usually good indicator they're trying to flag you down. Yeah. I'm not going to call it by its official name, but yeah. We're going to do chipped beef and gravy. Echo, timer off. We're going to do an onion boil with mini onions. We're going to do a grilled cheese night. We're doing biscuits and gravy tonight, of course. Pulling these out. Actually, I can just turn that off. Probably. Just leave that there. Appreciate how when he calls for one of his kids, he asks them, my parents would call my name and the come here was implied. Change A and I voice Jarvis. Jarvis. 2 eggs. I'm not going to do any eggs today. We've got plenty of protein and everything in that. That's not. I'm going to microwave that for another 30 seconds. That is enough butter for what I have planned for the onion boil, so I'm going to use that right now. Butter here. Cheese here. Something else I was going to have that week. I can't remember what else we planned out at the moment. Whenever I'm cooking, I'm like, that's what I'm doing. Already multitasking as it is. Hey, kiddo. Both of you. The Walmart stuff is here. All right. Hopefully they drop it off in the right area. Everyone, give me a minute. Hey, it should be. There's bananas. There's a Nutella. There's our chipped beef. I think 3 of them would have been better. This is like nearly $4. This used to be super cheap.
What did you make a pulser? Didn't make a pulser.
So this was the the tortillas are not as big as I thought they were. But I will say it's 19 grams per serving, but it's each serving size is 3 tortillas. So that this was not worth it. Get the large one that's like has 6 of them. This is not what I thought it was. Oh goodness me! Here's our Gouda, cheddar, and Munster. There's our onions, green beans, dip, chips, soda, everything in between. Okay. To the bright side, it looks like I have to double check, but it looks like I got all my food. On the downside, I think it's a sad day. The store lied to you. No, I just overestimated the size of the tortillas. I'm just gonna have to go back to making my own. It just hasn't been worth it. I have everything necessary, thanks to I think Rust or somebody gave me tortilla press. I might be wrong. 2 of these will be enough for SOS, but it's just a sad amount either way. $4 a pop is not worth it for that. It's just not. Not quite as crispy as I'd like it. Oh, but the bottoms got burnt because I left them in there. Don't leave them in there, guys.
Where did they put it?
Over here, just needs to be put away now. Have Raven help you.
Doc will help me.
Well, you let them know that the Walmart stuff arrived. Should.
Raven. Walmart stuff arrived. Okay, we need to put it up now. The Walmart stuff.
Add a little bit of Parmesan cheese for mine. Because I'm a cheesy guy. He can outdrink the gods. Who can?
Does any of this need to be? You know what?
What's that? Here.
Cheese.
Yeah, lots of cheese.
Cheese up.
Yeah, I already got it in for you guys.
Cheese up.
Not in the freezer.
All right.
Right, you just put them right there.
That?
Make sure they don't fall out.
Levi.
I know. I bitched about it too. I bitched about it. It's so fun. By the way, dinner's ready. Look how small the chipped beef has gotten. Look how small this is. Look how small this has gotten.
Oh God.
It shrank even more.
Can I?
Like 2 will still be enough.
You know, then you have a bad habit of fucking stealing a shit ton.
Huh? What?
The Nutella.
Oh, he can have Nutella when we make the thingy.
What thing?
For Nutella and banana. Well, then you
So
don't.
you don't get any.
That's what it's for.
What about those like Nutella things like
Let me
for
get some.
you grab like a tortilla, you put Nutella in it, you put it up, and then you make like an ice cream thing.
Yeah, we're doing Nutella and bananas.
If you don't want Nutella and bananas, you cannot have Nutella.
You want to do Nutella and apple? You can do Nutella and apple.
No, that's gross.
Yeah, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to switch to my computer. We're going to do it pretty seamlessly too, because I already have everything pulled up. So now I go like that. I go like that. All right, you guys should be able to hear me pretty clear. We got a pretty good camera. Something to he's likely to say any and all drink. What does the leprechaun uses his magic to make everyone drink unequal? See, now this is hurting, by the way. Nutella and apple is not gross. But
I'm done. Banana is.
Nutella and banana is?
I hate banana.
I hate banana. There's more tea, so I get to have the rest in my cup. Thoughts on your idea last night? Could anyone be annoyed by him? Oh, hold on. You sent it to me privately, I think. Soul Eater would be fun. It's been a while since I've done that series. It's definitely one of those things where we would have to discuss them. Possibly even rewatch. You know what we can do? Make our background a little bit more artsy. If you have art you want to send me to fill this up, I've still got 2 places here, and then like up here, I've got 2 places here. One a bit smaller, but over there I can put like a wide area over there. So that can fit probably a 10 by 11 or an 8 by 10. The one above the squirrel. We can fit another whatever here. We can fit another whatever here. And up there it can fit sideways. Pretty much whatever we want. But that way we have, I would like to have, I looked into getting new ones of these that had designs on them. And it's way more than what I want to. So, have you eaten? Have you hydrated? And have you taken your meds? I took my meds already, so we're all good there. We've done the Spaceballs joke a few times, I think. I think that's one that Chris remade a couple times. Slayer, you had coffee and what cheese crackers? Also, how did that get approved? How did that filter through?
What?
Why is it I can see that one?
What?
I'm not telling you. Cheese whiz in a can. Beat with mushrooms and cheese and small garden salad. Slayer, when you can you delete your comment? I'm sorry, Mr. White. What? There's no way. it's just, I think it's a typo. Thanos gets anti-life equation. Darkseid gets the Infinity Gauntlet. The switch up. You've done it? Oh my god. Crazy. You will rule the day. Don't you mean rule? Rule?
roux of the day. Crazy. No, I mean roux, as in I'm a crazy cook. Put the bottle down. Oh my god. It's so funny though, being able to do the conga to Sailor Moon. It's just I can't play it either. Hey Sean, thank you. That means a lot. We're sitting down, we're eating some food. Dinner's done. You can have some pancakes. You have biscuits and gravy. There's still one more hash brown in the oven still. You don't want pancakes or biscuits and gravy? Yeah, Raven, now dinner's done. Yeah, Pizza Hut. I'm going to say this. You have no room to talk. I've seen you all eat cake at dinner.
It's orange me?
No.
No.
Everyone in the UK. I'm saying you eat multiple forms of cake for dinner. Barbecue, fried chicken, and craft dinner. Yeah. Dinner cake. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with it. Don't get on my case for having breakfast for dinner though. You call me out, I'll call you out. Slayer. When you typed out your thing, you should totally take a look at your comment. The coffee and blank cheese crackers, 4 crackers. I can't say what the blank is. I could go for some dinner cake. Raven, dinner's ready. Okay. Hi everyone, it's Will Smith. You still didn't deny the fact you've had cake for dinner, so chicken and waffles. You didn't make that comment because we said Will Smith, did you? Because that would be kind of messed up. As far as just having chicken and waffles, though, oh my gosh, I need to have some chicken and waffles again. I miss chicken and waffles. For the record, I just like Southern comfort food. Dough and batter are not the same thing. But it is a bread.
You have biscuits?
So blood, you did okay. No, blood, that's not okay. That's it's not okay. Pizza is a pie. I agree with pie. You're trapped in Oz. Had normal chicken ramen here. Doctor's gonna have a fit.
Daddy!
What?
You're a little loud.
No, I'm not.
He's not. You can fuck off. I can't hear this and it's right next to me.
The problem is that I'm live eating. This is what I do for work. We're not gonna
Do you get pancakes that have syrup with them?
There's pancakes for there.
Yeah.
I had my syrup. Guess what's not left?
Your syrup. Is that already gone?
Yeah.
You had like half of it left, didn't you?
I think because Raven and Tobias were having some of it when.
I am Raven.
Sorry. No, Mama doesn't like it, so it was you and
No, I only need you, and I haven't had syrup. I never really
What syrup?
my good syrup. The one that you don't like, but you would use if you didn't have a different one. Also, you're being louder than I am.
What happened to the other syrup?
You weren't being loud, so.
Daddy.
So religious question stuff. We don't talk religion in here almost at all. What's up?
Where is the regular syrup?
I think it's in the cupboard or above you.
How do you check up there? It was not there.
Other one? Corner? Let me move some shit out of your way. I'll move this a little this way. This needs to get washed. And this is my, what is that? That's my medicine. I'll go over here. There you go, kiddo. You got a space now. We're going to ask about a religious movie. When we're talking movies, that's fine. Even if it's a religious movie. Like, Passion of the Christ is a weird movie. It's just, can we agree on that one? That's a thing that took place.
I watched Passion of the Christ.
I'm aware.
I said, haven't I?
Haven't I watched Passion of the Christ?
No, neither one of us have watched it all the way through. It was too weird.
That's the weird cult one, right? Or, well, effectively cult.
And James, no, neither one of my children like religious stuff. That was something I let them choose. I did not choose for them. I raised.
Let me be clear. Mine isn't religious. I'm not religious in the same sense of actual religion.
Well, I live in Utah. They were exposed to plenty of religion
Tried to be forced.
in the school, no less.
In a public school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Friday I will not be here. I'll be out of town Sunday. Oh, well, I'm drinking. I hope everything is okay. I hope it's for a good thing. Not sure it's a good idea for Levi to work his way around Florida. Might wind up wrestling a gator.
I think he's already done that.
I think I did that when I was a baby. For reference.
Aren't you Floridan?
Yeah.
He's from Florida. You're a bit late on that.
I'd like to go back to visit, but I never want to go back to live there.
Well, you're from Florida?
Yeah, kiddo.
You didn't know?
I was never told.
He stated it publicly like sometime.
I've had this for years. What are you talking about? You're telling me my mug collection's getting outrageous. I mean, it's not like I have something with my face on it.
I don't want to.
Or a dozen mason jars I drink from. You don't like it? You don't what?
It's not good.
It tastes great.
It does not taste very good. I don't like it.
It wasn't using breakfast sausage. Do you think that's why?
Mm.
It's the same thing I always do. I do a roux, milk, salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of paprika, and that's it.
I just don't like it.
The only thing that's different in it is the sausages that we used. Because we didn't have breakfast sausage. We didn't have, and the only ones in stock were the maple ones, and we don't like those.
I don't like the gravy.
It's good.
I just don't like it.
You just don't like it today?
No. It's just not good.
It's got to be the sausage. It's got to be the brats.
I don't like the gravy.
It's no different than what I always make that you like.
I don't like the gravy.
Add syrup. It might help with the flavor. Try.
No, thank you. I know from experience that is it chicken gravy or turkey gravy? Is it turkey gravy?
No,
Sure.
it's just normal gravy, normal biscuits and gravy, which is milk gravy. Do I have to use a packet for you to like? This is my homemade. I've made this not a million times, but I made this plenty of times for you. I haven't made this one from scratch in a while. I usually use a packet. Maybe you got used to the packets.
I just don't like the fucking gravy. I don't know. It's the taste and the texture. I just don't like it.
It did turn out a little bit thicker than I normally make it.
I don't like the gravy. I'm trying, man.
It's okay. I think maybe it's just because you're sick.
Or I just don't like gravy anymore.
Oh. No.
Maybe both.
This is a reminder that as you get older, your tastes change. You can wind up not liking something and turn around and like it, and then years later you not like it again, and then you come back to you cycle back and forth.
It's been scientifically proven that taste buds change as you age.
I know, but this is fucking sad. And this is one of those that like, you don't get this wrong. I never get this wrong.
I don't know.
It's got to be the sausage that
It's not
added
the
its own flavor.
sausage.
That adds its own flavor though. That did change the flavor profile a little
I
bit.
like the gravy with the sausage. I don't like the gravy.
You like the gravy with the sausage, but you don't like the gravy by itself.
Yeah, I don't like the gravy.
Type of fat changes the roux, well, the flavor of it, yeah. But I've
don't
used
know.
bacon fat for this before too.
I just can't.
I don't know.
It might be a mixture of texture and taste.
Yeah, the date tomorrow afternoon. You're gonna call it. You have a good one, James. Best of luck on your date. Just eat what you can, kiddo. Just eat what you can.
I just care about pancakes.
Can you not eat any of that? No one else can eat it because you're sick.
I didn't eat this one. Because I didn't eat.
No,
this.
I mean like because you put your fork and everything around it, like no one else can eat it. We can't risk it.
I can't eat this.
It's all right, man. It's okay. Just put your name on it. Put it away. Maybe you'll like it later. Okay.
I guess. If I don't, it just makes it worse. I can't.
Let me unmute you so I can hear you.
Hi.
Another thing of pancakes, so I can eat more food, and then I'll have a couple of tortillas with my guitar.
That's fine.
And we also have chips and dip for when you're not doing that.
Yeah.
Like I'll be eating a semi decent meal still.
Yeah, I
Here,
get.
buddy.
I get. That's fine. And like, your taste change. Your taste change. Worst case scenario, we nuke all the germs out. But right now, no one can eat that.
Sorry.
I made biscuits and gravy, and I have homemade gravy. And it's just a milk gravy, so it's just roux, milk. I made sauce, and I made it with sausages, and we use brats because I don't have breakfast sausage, and that's the only thing I can think of that changed the flavor. Because otherwise, it's garlic, salt, pepper, a dash of paprika. And that's-
Bratwurst will totally change that flavor.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we usually don't have but we don't like the sweet breakfast ones, and that's like all that's been available as of late. And it's like, where's my Italian breakfast sausage?
Right. No, I agree. Mr. White, Chris, tell Levi that I'm right. You can dance. No, I cannot dance the conga to the Sailor Moon theme because I don't dance. But if you want to, you can try.
That's what he was saying, that he's done that before.
I rewrote the whole Yellow Lantern Yautja sketch.
You're taking the only other hash brown? You're taking
I
the
wrote
only
a
other hash
sketch
brown?
for the.
You already have hash brown?
No.
No, he did not.
There's only one left.
I know. I told him he could have it.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. You already put it on his shirt anyways.
We'll let him know that you didn't mean to. You didn't know. I'll apologize.
I don't like the biscuits.
You think it was the biscuits? Let me taste the biscuit without the gravy. I mean, it's a cheap biscuit.
It's not. Is it not our normal?
No. This is the great value one. We usually get Pillsbury for this.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Here.
It's a fucking biscuit.
The biscuit?
I think it's a mixture of both biscuits.
Did you try the gravy by itself?
I know how to eat this, and I can like try and put syrup on this and eat it.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, chaos right now.
No, you're all good.
So I told you I was struggling with the skit, the two people in a thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna make it as a way for us to do a lore drop, and I was like, I would need 3 people. And with the way it was currently forming, I was like, this is not a good sketch if you don't know these characters. This doesn't work. Right. So I went and I was gonna give up, and that's about the messages leading. I went to bed, closed it, went to bed, laid down for about a whole total of 15 minutes before I sat up and was like, I got it. It was 2:00 in the morning. My sleep schedule's been totally fucked lately.
Yeah,
Came back out here and wrote the entire sketch, which I can share, but let me get my my tablet. No, this was a couple nights ago. And apparently, in order to, I would have to share the sketch to. I don't want to share the sketch. I don't want to be honest. I don't want to put it out there before we have a chance to make it because it's something for us to make. So I might not be sharing it with the on Facebook. Because
on
not
Facebook,
a writer.
Or do you mean on Discord?
No, he says to share it on Facebook. It's not a writers group. He's got like a Facebook thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
And I don't want to post it there.
Okay.
And like that's one of those things where it's like, I get it, but the last thing, like I'm still just paranoid enough that it's like I don't want to put that out. And then as much as I want the feedback on it, I don't want somebody else to go, oh, that's a great sketch. Let's generalize it even further and put it out there when it was made for our characters.
The whole point of that thing is people are putting out some best stuff they can in there. If somebody steals it, who cares, dude?
I care that I put time and effort and used our character.
Okay, but we're gonna have it posted within a day or two of when you post it out there, anyways. So, probably. And you have evidence of when you wrote it, right?
True. Let me share this with you though, and then I want to see yours. What's up? Yeah, it's just a milk gravy. This isn't SOS gravy and stuff like that where I try to make the gravy. Like,
I know. I'm just saying that like the biscuit didn't taste good, and then the gravy was just really really bland. So it was a combination of things.
It was a combination of things.
Yeah. Also, I apologize to him, but I have no clue if he heard it or not, and I don't care.
All right, let's zoom this in. You want to be Gary or do you want to be Alex?
I'll be. Is this Gary? Our Gary?
Yeah, our Gary.
I'll be Gary.
Okay. So the sketch is called Con in the Night. Get it, Con in the Night. So it's a deserted, rundown coffee shop, a dimly lit coffee shop in the city. In the darkest corner sits a man dressed in a purple and orange neon suit that looks like it should have been left in the 80s and sipping on what appears to be a hot cup of coffee. The door swings open a bit too quick, hits the wall with a loud bang. None of the staff react, but it startles Alex and prompts Gary to look at the door and wave the man over.
Over here, Alex.
Alex quickly but quietly closes the door and hurries over. Sorry I'm late. It's raining cats and dogs out.
Good. It's exactly what I ordered.
Good one.
So what do you say to join our little business group?
I say it kind of sounds like the mafia.
Been there, done that. No, I'm going back to my roots.
You were in the mafia?
Well, actually, I killed the old bosses and ran it.
What? Gary takes a sip of his drink while talking this next line.
It's not that big of a deal. Way too much paper. How do you take a sip of a drink while talking?
So you would take a pause in between one of the.
Okay. It's not that big of a deal. Way too much paperwork. Now, the time I traveled the war while on the run from some hunters, that was kind of fun.
Leans in and speaks quietly, like the FBI was hunting you? Are you still in trouble?
What? No, that's what a patsy's for. But don't worry, you won't be the new one. That's what a thrall is for. They're more than happy to become one. I meant real hunters trying to kill me, but here I am.
I thought this was like aggressively selling Tupperware or knives or something. This went from mafia to cult sounding real fast. Who are you?
Gary the Vampire Lord. I already told you that when we talked last time.
Wait, really? I thought you were joking, like doing a bit or something. That's really your name?
Well, yeah, I am a vampire. Why would I lie about that?
Okay. I know you're pulling my leg, and I bet that is blood.
Yes, it is. I just got a shipment from a galaxy far, far away. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, but I would go broke if I ordered it too often.
You really believe all this? Sees the fangs. Any half-decent dentist could. Poor random person walking by gets grabbed. Oh my God! Gary releases the person and steadies them.
A bit too sweet, though. Here, have a Snickers.
Producing one from his soup. And then Gary's next line.
You'll need it. Go see a doctor about your blood sugar.
Person stumbles off. Okay. So vampires are real, but there's no way all that other stuff is true.
I have told you 0 lies, Alex. I don't need a thrall. I need a partner. So what do you say? Want to be the next MLM of the multiverse?
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Did you step in a poodle? Did you step in a poodle? Oh, that is. Oh God, I can't. Can somebody send that to me? Did you step in a poodle? I've got too much stuff here to like sit and type. That's a great idea. I'll figure out a way to incorporate that. Now this would be giving Gary the vampire more than just like a voice. This would be like we need to see somebody before this. So that's the reason why I didn't want to necessarily post it, with the fact that like me and you don't have a way to like make this
at the same time, dude. People who don't know our stuff aren't going to get some of the references, like the galaxy far, far away and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The chances that someone's going to take that and make it are slim to none. And you have evidence of when you wrote it. If somebody makes it, just be like, "Oh, you decided to perform. You decided to perform my sketch that I wrote on this date."
Yeah.
Cute. Just put it out there.
But what do you think?
I like it. I would need to read it versus just like read through it again. But I think for a first sketch in that class, given the restrictions he puts on what he wants the sketch to be, 2 friends at a bar and one keeps revealing more and more information to the other one. That's what that assignment is, right? Yeah. It follows that pattern perfectly.
Yeah. Very happy with that. And I agree that it's our character, and I wanted to make sure to use the references that our audience would be like, "Oh, I get all these references."
100%. So let me share.
What'd you do?
I dropped it.
Drop what? Really? They dropped one of their
Take a script dispenser tomorrow.
piercing thing. Well, let me see it. Let me see what did you? Which one? Oh, yep.
I have like ones that have internally threaded, but I can't use the internally threaded very long because it hurts. We're gonna take a script dispenser tomorrow because that thing went flying.
I don't have $60 to drop.
No, I'm not. I just need like one set.
Anyways, let's go back. You want me to be Sinestro?
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
sorry.
remember how he sounds right now.
He has just a normal dude voice.
All right. I'm just
He
going to go
just
with
sounds
that.
like a guy. I went when I recorded the original sketch that I never put out. I went onto YouTube and I found all these examples of him, and in all of them, he's just like a dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I expected like a deep evil voice, but no.
Oh, from the Green Lanterns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a dude that sounds slightly evil.
Yep. Bill, support this, John.
It's Sinestro. I need your help.
What did you do?
I gave a yellow lantern ring to a Yautja. I know, you said not to.
They were on the do not look recruit list for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
Why doesn't anyone follow my lists? They're good lists.
Anyways, that's not what I need your help with.
What?
I sent a retrieval team and
Oh no.
8 of my best and brightest new members.
And now they're dead?
And now they're dead. And the Yautja, he took their rings
No.
and gave them to his friends.
No.
Then I got curious and decided to test them by sending even more retrieval teams.
No.
I didn't realize how much of a power-up it was for them.
These guys already hunt for sports, Sinestro. Fear is their whole thing. This is like giving a T-Rex chainsaw arms and then giving him more chainsaw arms for his T-Rex friends.
That's actually exactly why this is perfect.
The Yautja having yellow lantern rings is perfect? Explain.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to recruit new lanterns who generally run on fear? Everyone's nuanced now. They all got a little sad boo-boo history explaining how society pushed them to this and they're not really all that bad. And they get redemption arcs. You know how annoying it is to deal with a redemption arc? Used to be just black and white. Somebody's scary or evil or mean or they're not. And the Yautja, well, they're like that. Pure, disciplined, relentless, just good old fear.
With a massive civilization behind them who thrive on ritual combat, honor culture, and skull collecting. Billions of them.
I know. That's why I sent them even more rings.
I'm telling you right now, they are going to challenge you sooner rather than later. And they are going to kill you. Maybe not the first one. Maybe not the 50th one. But they're going to keep coming till you're tired or weakened or have your guard down. And they are going to take the Yellow Lantern Corps from you.
Let them try. John, quick question.
Yeah?
You ever had 3 red dots in a triangle shape appear on your chest?
Mine.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That I'm right.
Boom.
Plasma blast. The lion goes dead. John turns to Levi.
Want me to update the Yellow Lantern Corps organizational chart?
No, I got it.
Okay. For me, this is really tight. There's a few things that I would change. One, Levi doesn't need to be in it. The last 2 lines aren't necessary.
Yep.
And like just you sighing and hearing the plasma line, it goes dead is more than enough.
Yeah, just
earlier on in the sketch, you have Sinestro have lines that aren't necessary. So Sinestro, I need your help. What do you do? I gave the lantern ring. Horrified expression. I know you said not to. They were on the do not recruit list. Sinestro doesn't need to do an I know here. You can literally just do that whole thing. Why doesn't anyone follow me? Anyways, that's not what I need your help with. What? I sent a retrieval team. And then right here, instead of you saying, oh, like you could have, oh no, but have Sinestro keep speaking instead of it being a cut point. Like you can react to him still finishing his sentence.
Good call. Good call.
And now they're dead. And instead of saying, and now instead of Sinestro repeating your line, you finished his words for him. And the Yautja, he took their rings. You can even do and the Yautja, he took their rings. What's up? After stream?
No, you can do it during stream.
Okay.
That's what I can't wear the internally threaded. No, I didn't find it. It's an internally threaded one where like the spike is threaded internally and externally. The reason why I can't use these ones is they have a habit of getting stuck.
Let's go online after we get done being live and see what we can't find online that might be a little bit cheaper than the $30, $40 one that fucking Spencer's that you're getting charged more for their name than you are the jewelry.
It's not even their same type. It's the brand that
Yeah, they still use higher end brands, and it's like
which
you just
like
need.
is a good thing for her. So I think I help you.
Yeah.
Higher end brands are recommended because lower end brands can literally cause you infections on fully healed piercings.
But that same pattern where like, I think you're already fixing it, but yeah, that same pattern that you went with, which is good, but it's also one of those things where you can like cut that down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one. Whiteware has a really good, like, just calling him out, calling him dumbass. What kind of piercing is it?
That I'm right, dumbass.
Angel Fangs is what it was. Right, Angel Fangs.
Angel things, but you're not going to really find a lot of angel things on there.
I just found a bunch.
Can I just get here? I can look at them.
You have to be careful of because everything. Nope.
You can't unplug it.
No, because it'll disconnect if I unplug it. So
I literally cannot see them very well from here, so I'm going to need the thing when I get a chance to have it.
here, I'll just pull it up on my phone. Sorry, everyone. Test them instead of test him. Yeah. Test them instead of it starts off as one person, and then wait, yeah, no, that's
Nope.
actually correct at that
So-
point, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't think about that. I think the assumption is that every predator we talk to is a male predator because the females are incredibly competent and bigger and stronger and faster and smarter. And they run predator society.
Yeah, I feel like that's like keeping it the same though, because it's more accurate. Can I borrow your phone to look on Amazon?
Yeah.
Let me go see what the EV market things are. Hold on.
No, I feel like John insulting him afterwards doesn't work.
Not necessarily afterwards. What does that mean? It means you're a dumbass. And then you hear the plasma blast. Instead of saying Siam, right? And like literally go, it means you're a dumbass. And then bam, line goes dead. But I think you're right in this instance. That's more of a Levi thing to do than it is a John thing to do.
Yep.
Like,
This is exasperation of if you would just listen to me, none of this would be happening right now.
Right. And then like, don't get me wrong, there's been points that John has had those moments, but this is definitely like not built to be one of those.
No, it's not. And then I'm gonna have the yellow lantern Yautja just hanging right here in front of the bookshelf behind me in the video.
I think that works out. And when you do that, you need to add, I'd probably add it on there so you don't forget it. Like make sure that ending is the cut point, but then add in a little thing for the live stream for the 24/7. Hey, if you want to get this and show it off completely behind me, you can go ahead and click this link. So you get the skit and then you get the exact.
Oh, this is going to work the same way that the video for the and the dog says Edward.
Yeah.
One did, where at the end you're going to see the options, what sizes are available, where to get them, etc.
Yeah. Did you ever find out, and this might be a conversation we need to have off, about fourth wall tracking the info with
Oh, no,
specialized?
I didn't even look. Let me check the analytics.
Good point. Now that I saw it on the screen, definitely didn't flow like it did in your head. Yeah.
Stop
It's the
sharing.
same thing with the Gary skit. As much as I want to do that, and it would work only one of two ways. Either A, we give Gary a live action feel and look, which good luck finding a purple and orange neon. Or we just go ahead and buckle down and animate it. And I think animating it would be a lot easier for us. What? Yeah, look at those.
You should not animate an unproven sketch. You should always perform it first.
So I actually have an example. We definitely need to iron it out. 100% iron it out. But animation wouldn't exist if that was the case. But what we do need to do, instead of just animating it outright, is we need to storyboard it. We have to follow the proper animation format if something's going to go straight to be animation. And we never do that. We usually go and, hey, let's perform this thing. And then we're like, okay, this is how it is. But this isn't the type of one that would be like that. There's a good chance that animating it would be better than it being live action, because you would be able to have nuances that you wouldn't have in a live action, or the live action might fail at, whereas the animation would exceed at.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry. The analytics do not show you where the traffic came from.
Fuck. All right. And that doesn't matter. Like, we know we get sales from the live stream. And I already took down the dice ad, so we can put another of our merch ads in there. You might have to send it again. I might not have seen it. Clark. Because sometimes the comments go by really, really fast, and it can be hard for me to keep up. Oh, I can stop sharing. I don't need to keep sharing this one.
Really good Spencer's since they have options of multiple that I'd actually wear.
So, send Napa to a planet of water. Well, I don't know nothing on it.
4, 5, 6 feet.
Oh, so this is another one of those where it would have to be animated. But if we start making full on for everyone here, when you talk animation, you talk about animation in like the traditional sense of like, hey, you make something and it gets animated right away and go from there, right? That's how animation is effectively done. You're throwing it out there, and a lot of YouTube animators and stuff are great at doing that. There's a lot of people who they would create an original story, and it did really well. There's a lot of animations that are currently doing that. Has Been Hotel, Hello Boss, both started out that way. What? Yes, you can have some. And now they're major mainstream animation. And the person who wrote it didn't animate it. They didn't draw everything up. They wound up commissioning a lot of the art to start off with. They had an idea, they wrote it, and then that idea spun from there, and they learned the skill necessary. And do you need help?
Yes.
Come here.
Yeah, they're probably replicas of the tater top man, eh?
So you greasy ass hands.
Oh, it's hard
What I
to.
said was you greasy ass hands. Find your titties.
Now, for us, for everyone here, for us, we have found that it's much better for us to perform a sketch, especially with the type of comedy that we do, and then animate it. That doesn't mean that animation hasn't paid for itself, but it gives us kind of like a heart attack waiting for the results, especially because sometimes those results we don't get paid back until like a month or two later, where the video has finally generated enough income that it paid for itself.
Right.
The Batman sketch technically had a version that existed beforehand, but not anywhere in the sense that when I rewrote it, I didn't perform it without animation. I was like, hey, I want to add animation to this. This is going to be the final version of this. I just want to skip, I don't want to keep making this over and over. And it paid for itself, but it gave me a heart attack. The better example would be the Predators versus Hellsing, where that had one iteration and then one remake. And that remake included full animation from the start. And it did pay for itself, but it took, I think it's been out for like a month and a half now. And that took a while. And part of the reason why it paid for itself was that it was fan funded. So there wasn't the good thing with that, and this is probably what's going to have to happen for sketches like this or the Gary sketch. They will heavily rely on fan funding.
Yep.
For us to justify doing them. Is it worth doing right off the bat? Absolutely. It could be tightened up a little more. Good night, Mr. White. VisiPop didn't start off animating stuff.
No, she did. Not for her shows, but she did animation for years. Also, she's also not a good example because she just sucks at it. Okay,
I'm not going to continue the conversation because I'm live. We can have that conversation off of live stream. That's a political thing.
Her sucking ass at storytelling and art.
Oh, no.
Hey, Josh.
Not political.
Josh, hey, how goes it? Josh, I was live last night. Oh, well, technically early this morning. Actually, I was live early this morning. What are you doing, man? I know how late you were up.
There's one I added some jewelry to Amazon.
Okay. That's a mason jar.
It's a jewelry jar.
It's a mason jar.
Yeah, full of jewelry, randomized jewelry.
Oh, it has jewelry in it?
Jewelry jar.
How much is it?
This one is $28.
No.
They're the other ones.
No. You're not going to get a bunch of random cheap jewelry that you're not going to wear because it's going to turn your skin a different color.
Not even silver. That's one most of the time because I can't wear gold.
Anyways, so I am really happy with the Gary Goes MLM with the sketch format. I agree, though, it needs to be tightened up for, like, if we were to animate it, we would need to have a lot more written out. We would need to, I'd like to properly storyboard it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just fucking stick figures.
Oh, we can share this image now.
What image?
You'll see. Hold on.
I don't even get to see. I don't even get to know. I'm working on another sketch, which you might have an idea of. Technically, I'm working on 3 different sketches. The villains keep calling in to describe someone they tried to attack and they got beaten up by. It turns out that it's Kevin McAllister. Kevin is the boogeyman. So I went and I asked, because I was sitting there and I was like struggling a little bit of like, how do I want to describe this? And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just reach out, do a post, and let people describe, and I'll grab some of those comments and I'll turn them into having characters say those lines.
Do you have Discord on that computer?
Yeah.
Take a look at Discord real quick. It's got some cool news.
Oh, is that the?
When are you going to be dumping live?
But what I'm going to share is this.
Is that what I think you're going to share?
Yeah. So everybody, remember the video where Vegeta got the sailor outfit and everyone wanted to see it?
Well, I have something to discuss with you when you're done being live. So you can go upstairs because I want to read.
The Sailor Moon? Sailor Vegeta?
Yeah, but jewelry jar isn't going to contain.
We're supposed to have some teaser animation this evening and the full animation tomorrow or the day after. Nate Dogg, he and I are talking about how to do a collab. It's going to happen at some point. Just let us figure out what we're going to do and how it's going to happen.
My response to those comments nowadays is working on it.
Yep.
It's faster to say that than continue to go into long spiels anymore. We get that with a lot of people wanting us to do a lot of different collabs, and I'm like, yes, definitely we need to do more collabs. We need to do more sketches like I did with the Jim Carrey one, even though I didn't pop as like people liked it, but it might have been too early. I might have dropped it a little bit too quickly.
Maybe.
So that's on me. I still like the found animation I sent you to. And that's another thing about the animation is like we don't have a set style currently. We only have one animator. We need to do two different things. One, we need to get at least two more animators. At least two more. Have a team. That way we have a team of animators that we can rely on. Be like, hey, I need all three of you to work on this project. Hey, I just need, one of you guys, somebody's available. Good chance for somebody to be available. The mask is tormenting Darkseid. I would say that like it's conversation needs to somewhat happen. What happened? There we go. We've had a bit. Me and Chris have talked about the Harry Potter stuff. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So and there's a lot of people in here. I know I've seen a couple of your guys' names that have mentioned stuff when we do the Harry Potter stuff. Here's my stance on some of the things. There are certain IPs and creators that no matter what you do, it's not great. We know the politics behind it. And I get everyone's feeling. But at a certain point, you're like, they're going to make money regardless. And we're parodying their stuff and making fun of it, right? We're pointing out the plot holes, the bad issues that are there, just not in a political way. And my family, at least, everyone in my family is LGBTQI+. We're vaccinated. And the reason why this Jim Carrey reminded me of it is because of his stances on, I saw some comments about Jim Carrey, and I was like, what? I didn't know about that. And I looked it up, and I was like, oh, damn, that's disappointing. But that's about the equivalent of it because Jim Carrey is going to make money no matter what we decide to do.
Right.
And the way I see it is if I make a funny and point out something on it, I'm not revering him. I'm just making content from this thing. And that content goes to support people who support vaccines and who are in part of the LGBTQI community. And so that there's no right answer sometimes. People are going to be like, hey, I don't want you to make this. And it's like, I cannot make this. And I can have thousands of people comment constantly that they want me to make something. Or I can make it and we can make a little bit of money from it and it goes to support the communities that we're a part of. So it's one of those things where it sucks that it's a political thing, but what the? Might appreciate this. Worked on a problem.
Yeah, Levi, that's why I can't get it because I had a reaction to the vaccine. So
don't get the flu vaccine. Did you hear that for the first time in a decade there's no new Star Trek greenlit or in production? No, I didn't know.
Really?
I don't get a flu vaccine. So for the longest time I didn't get a flu vaccine, and because I was led to believe I would have issues with it, and then come to find out no. But there is a percentage, and that's the reality of it. There's a percentage of people who can't have certain vaccines or vaccines with certain things in it. Like the flu vaccine has changed, and the same people who might have had a problem with the flu vaccine might not have a problem with it because it might have been there was like different types of mercury, different type of thing, blah, 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 that some people had a reaction to, some people didn't.
But if you
and so it's a matter of like, do your own research, make your own choices, make your own decisions is what it boils down to. What is it, kiddo?
I don't feel that bad.
Okay, go lay down.
Can you watch a show?
No, I don't want to get sicker than what I'm already been experiencing. I don't need you coughing on me either. That was not nice.
I live in the South, and the South has begun what we call the pollinating. When the trees decide they're going to try to kill you. my youngest does cross country and came home from school yesterday. Totally congested, eyes puffy, face puffy. And she was like, face puffy? And I'm like, yes. How's your throat and mouth? Fine. I'm pretty sure it's you're having a reaction to the pollen because it started this morning. You started getting stuffy in the middle of the day, and then you ran with your track team in practice afterwards for 2 hours in the pollen. It's part of you now. And so yeah, it's like, she's doing a lot better today. But yeah, we just like I was like, oh my god, okay, yeah. I'm not spending a lot of time. I'm not spending a lot of time outside right now until the pollinating ends.
Now you have you mentioned that you had a couple sketches that you were filming or that you already had filmed.
I did not film them. I got distracted by vacation planning, which is now done.
And I got distracted by other stuff, and I honestly just don't have the for reference. Some of you were in the Discord and everything, and you know what's going on. The other day, my kiddo, one of their friends, went missing. Now they came back home. Everyone's safe, which is great. But my oldest is sick. So Raven's sick on top of dealing with that stress. And I was trying to help them. So whatever spoons I had went to them, And so I when I got up this morning, when I was finally fully up, I was like, God, I just feel wiped already. And we still hadn't found out until 3 in the afternoon. I think it was when we finally found out that everything was okay. So you can the level of I'm better and I'm here. I just do not have it in me to film. And I'm hoping I'm going to take a look at what people have written for the Kevin McAllister. How would villains describe Kevin McAllister if he was the boogeyman type of situation? And I'm going to try to write a sketch up for that and do that. And my idea behind it for everyone here and Chris here as well, because I want to include John and possibly Napa. At least John, because it makes sense to have John in the sketch. Is that Levi gets a phone call. We start with whatever villain that is going to be instantly recognizable, and they say something, then they get cut off right by one of the traps or whatever, and it's like, what the hell, hello? And then we get another call. It happens again. We get a little bit more of the description. This happens a couple times before Levi goes, what the hell is happening? Hey, John. And he go, God damn that little, when John says a line that instantly describes 100% Kevin McAllister. And Levi goes, let the moment click. Then we kind of go from there and we'll figure it out from there. But that's my general idea is the back and forth, the calls keep getting disconnected. And it's just a bunch of villains having a really bad day. It does the same in Oregon. The pollen tries to take you out. It does the same here. Troa, how goes it? Are these all the animation stuff? Oh, he did, yeah. He does amazing work. We got really lucky with the open up.
Yeah. No, 100%.
We just need a couple more people. What's up, kiddo? Another reason why I'll be calling it here. No, not right now. Not yet. If you get bad enough, yeah, I'll have you stay home, but not right now. And if you're not feeling good, go to bed.
All right.
Kevin equals evil MacGyver. Absolutely. One of the things we should ask him is about was that a typo?
Before I go to bed.
Because to be honest, the guy is not great. I suck at it. Technically, there's like a mathematical formula for figuring it out. Look on me figuring it out, though. All I'm gonna do is make it worse. Anyone wondering what I'm messing with? Rubik's Cube. Clark, you wish you had money to support us. If you have Twitch and you have Prime, you have the link. You can support us without costing you a dime by using your Prime sub on Twitch, and that supports us. It doesn't cost you a thing. We still get cash. You can also go watch the live stream or any one of the playlists. There's plenty of ways to support us, thankfully.
No, Chris is just kind of tired and distracted.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. And then me and Chris can chat a little bit. I want to thank you guys for joining me for dinner tonight. That was awesome. It does suck that my kiddo did not like. It was good, but no, it was probably just that slight change in flavor profile. It was enough of one that they didn't like it. Hopefully, we can figure it out. Yogi Bear stuff. Realistically, the Yogi Bear 40K should have took off better than it did because you have two giant IPs and people have done artwork for it and people did like it. People wanted more of it. But the reality is that there's IPs that are so old that like they just don't work anymore. Yogi Bear is definitely, unfortunately, one of them. You have RoboCop. That's another one that just doesn't, like, no matter what we've tried. It'd be one thing to toss RoboCop in an animation where people are watching all the action happening and he's in there for some reason as a throwaway gag or something like that. It's another to form an entire sketch around him. I've seen sketches of RoboCop that are funny. And I go, why isn't this getting more views? And after doing multiple RoboCop sketches, I now know why. It's just, there's aspects of older stuff that work more as a joke within the sketch than the whole focus of the sketch. And see, Johnny Bravo as RoboCop being the joke would work, not as Johnny Bravo is RoboCop for the whole sketch necessarily.
Johnny Bravo Cop.
Older gen stuff for the new gen. Kind of. There's plenty of things being remade and brought back and some life being brought in. Like, we're going to be able to do He-Man stuff. Whether or not we reference the movie doesn't matter. We're going to be able to do He-Man stuff for two reasons. One, a YouTuber went out there and has been like doing the now whatever. I can't, if I go too loud, I'm going to get yelled at by my spouse. Kept that alive this entire time. Chris knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But then, that was Skeletor, not necessarily Skeletor / He-Man. It was mostly just that YouTuber. But now you've got the movie coming out again. You've got that on top of it. We can 100% do He-Man stuff. And Chris did a He-Man a video, and that did well. He remade that one recently within the last year, and that video did okay. It did not do as well as the original, but it did okay. And now that we have a new He-Man coming out, there's a lot of talk and a lot of traffic. 100% we should do a He-Man sketch. And why they get Gerald freaking Leto to play my part? Even Carrot Top. Even Carrot Top would be better. I remember that. I think I showed Chris that actually. Absolutely love that kind of stuff. Until we meet again. Love that. I love that stuff. Absolutely funny little skits. Anyways, Chris, you good
I'm
to?
sorry I wasn't more entertaining, everybody. I got online to go live, and I'm like, hey.
it's
I
all
haven't
good.
been sleeping great, and work's been really busy, and I've got 22 days left.
22 days left.
Not work days, total days.
Yeah. And then you'll be full time, and then you'll need a break to recover from being full time. At least that's what we say. And I didn't take one. You told me to, and I was like, no, I want to do things. I need to do things. Work fucking sucked.
The biggest barrier to me being more productive is how much energy I use for my day job.
And even on low energy days, being able to sit here and write's been really nice. Having writer's block or creative block in general fucking sucks when you're full time, because like part of you, for everyone here, this is and Chris is gonna have this. Chris has kind of had it, but not in the same sense. He's gonna have it now. I have told Chris, and he's been like, don't worry about it. Don't force it. Don't do this. Don't do that. And yes, while that is true, I have said multiple times, like, except for the fact that I need a paycheck. And when you're full time, it's like, you don't have the option to be like, oh, I have a creative block and this thing might last me a month. No, you don't have that option. Not unless you're like really, really large and you can actually afford to like not put anything out for a while and still make your paychecks. We're not there yet.
Nope.
We're working on it. With that being said, yes, remember your meds, remember to eat, remember to hydrate. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, by and spirit, harmony among others. And remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. Until the winds blow your sails our way again. Have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is a product of villain. Having an Acme day will be retroactive billed to your account. Have an Acme day.
And have an Acme day simply means the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.